On this day, we reach back to hallowed antiquity to bring you a recreation of the second fall of mighty Carthage.
Ah, bel signore, buongiorno. Com'è che si chiama il tuo cane?
Si chiama Killer. È uno dei cani più forti che ho mai conosciuto. In tutti questi anni il mio cane non ha mai perso un combattimento. Ci faccio lotta clandestino di animali.
Io credo che tu sei una persona vigliacca. Chiamo subito i carabinieri. Hello everyone, back again, 90 Rev here. Don't worry, no animals are harmed in the making of this video. I just wanted to portray what it's like to have animals here in Italy, and this is one of the big examples of that. And today we're here again in my hometown of Vicenza, and I just wanted to show a little bit of what they've done for our, you know, our little guys here. He's so cute. Okay, but anyway. So let's get around. So now I'm just gonna say that here basically in the cities, since lots of they had problems in the years before where people were letting dogs and stuff like that loose, considering that at least 3/4 of Italy is mostly countryside, so you have to imagine that here in Italy they have a love for animals. This is one of the most animal-friendly places in the whole of Europe. I can say some other places too, but I mean, in general here in Italy they're really conservative about their animals, whether it be domestic animals or barn animals or farm animals and things like that. And okay, wait, let's see what's okay. No, there ain't gonna be any dog fights today anyway. I know. Let's see. He's looking at somebody here. Let's see what he's doing. Let's check it out. What? You see him or what? Okay. What? And as you can see here, though, there is fencing. I'm in one of the parks here, and there's fencing all around. And here's basically a place where you can, you know, let your dog run wild while you can sit down, read a book, or mess with your cell phone. Nice dog. Wow. See the dogs out there. The dogs. See if I can get a lower view here. Oh, cute doggies. Get a little bit of a little better view here for hey, Maxie. Getting to know each other. Hey, see the hairs on your back going up. Come on now. Leave him alone. He ain't hurt you. Check one, check two. So as you can see here, let me turn around over here so I can show you guys the rest of the park. I'm in the main park of my hometown here. So it's getting dark. Sun's going down. It's late afternoon, and he's still barking. Okay, so let me show you guys over here. Let's check it out. The park. The park. still barking. I don't know if that's like... Go up and around and about. What? Yeah. Come on. Come on. Hey. 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 Come on. And one of the cool thing about these parks, I don't know why they turned it off, but they still have it here for some reason. I guess they only turn on during the summertime, because obviously during the wintertime, I think the pipes, yeah, they go frozen basically. So let me just show you over here where I'm looking at. Sorry, I had to look at the battery real quick, but yeah, show you little things that they have over here for your pet animals and stuff. So basically, if you want to refill your water bottle, plus if you want to, there's a little bowl right here though too that fills up in the summertime, and you can basically have your dogs just come over there and drink water when they need to. You know, you can stay here basically all you want. And as I said before, it's like the Colosseum in Rome. Not just joking. It's like the Colosseum in Rome. So just right around right there. And as you can see, we have most of the roads and things that pass around the city. Hey, Maxie. Down like that, man. Right up. Come on. Let's go. Hey. So again. No, back up. Hey, back up. Back up. No. Hey. Back up. Hey, back up right there. Back up. Get the video right here. Video. Get the video right here. Just give me a second, you. Give me a second, you. Give me a second. Got the video. Hey, Maxie. Come on. I'm coming in. I got you. I just had to get you on video there. Dang. Crazy dog. Maxie. Hey. Come on. Come on. Hey. And as we're coming up here, you can see we have some very magnificent benches where you can sit down and read books and do whatever you want while you're relaxing here, and your dog is clearly not having fun with other dogs, but hey. Some holes over here. I don't know, I guess some dogs are having some fun today or some other day. Lots of holes. I guess some dogs are, you know, hole digging dogs and things like that. And the big villas and stuff over here, you see, we're in the middle of the city. If you guys want to check that out, I'll show you guys some of that. And the park is right next to everything. So let me just zoom in here. There we go. Hello guys, sorry I had to cut the video, but we moved away from the city, and it's a different day. I couldn't film on the same day because it was getting late, and now we're in the middle of the countryside. And I just wanted to show you guys the difference between bringing your pets for a walk in the countryside and respectively to the city. And in the countryside, it's a little bit different when you're taking your dogs for a walk and things like that. I know most farm households around here usually let their animals run free through their own fields. That's because that's their own private fields. But today, as you can see right behind me, I'm right next to a farm. It's a private farm. And I'm going to walk up to a place that you can basically, this place is considered a public space where you can take your dogs for a walk, basically. This place is called the Arzini, as they call it in Italy. And we're going to walk up here, and I'm going to show you exactly what that is. So if you can just follow me, we'll check it out. So, talking about the Arzini. So, the Arzini here, basically what it is either natural or man-made hilltops, basically, or hillsides, so to speak, that have been basically built on both sides of any major stream or river. And the reason for this being is because since here in the north of Italy, and especially in other places, we're at ground level, in the sense that in altitude we're at basically ground level. So the water sometimes from the rivers and things, when it gets a really rainy season or it's in the middle of the winter and stuff like that, these fields can really, the farmers' fields can basically fill up with water. And to prevent that, that's why you have the Arzini. And right here, as you can see, on each side of the river, on top of the Arzini, is basically like a little dirt trail that you can follow. Usually on this trail, you usually have, you can take your pets, you can go jogging, you can take your bike. There's been some disputed things about people bringing their dirt bikes on there, because some of the farmers got kind of mad because people were going with dirt bikes over their private property and things like that. But I think now they have a permit or something that lets them drive a dirt bike across the Arzini, since it's considered a public space that runs through private farmland. So, and I just wanted to point out another thing that most people don't really realize is just how massive these places can be. And the good thing about that is that, considering that you're away from the city and most of the small towns and things like that, you don't have to worry about noise, pollution, and all that stuff, because it's generally a peaceful place, considering that you're away from all the craziness, so to speak. And as I was saying before, that basically for each household, they can pretty much own even 3 or 4 or even 5 or even more fields around the area. And they usually tend to their own fields, and they get paid obviously from producing crops that comes from that field, including milk from cows, corn, wheat, anything that can be sold on the agricultural market. They profit from that, basically. And as you can see, they are quite massive, and that's mostly where the most of Italy is concentrating in their wealth, because we have such good food here too, considering that all the farming techniques and things are all natural. There's no artificial industrialized machines to work the fields. It's all done I wouldn't say as the old times, because obviously the tractors and things have become a little bit more modern, but we're just talking about they don't have any pesticides and things like that can ruin the crops and stuff like that, like in other countries. So here, if you're generally coming here to Italy, you're going to notice that the food is a lot more cleaner. Okay, so this is one of the things that I wanted to show you guys here. When you get to the Arzini, basically, you're going to find these little pillars that every few meters or kilometers, you're going to find these pillars. And I don't really exactly remember what they're for, but I think, if I can remember clearly, they're to mark how many kilometers or how many meters you've did across the Arzini here. And some of them, if I'm not mistaken, are actually historical markers for things that have happened here in the past, including the First and the Second World War. So there's another thing that I forgot to tell you guys about, and basically it's usually during Easter, usually the day after Easter. Lots of young people, especially families and things like that, they like to come out to the Ardzini and have like a small barbecue or a get-together where they can have like a picnic right in the middle of the Ardzini. And the cool thing about that is that the farmers are totally in agreement with that, just as long as, you know, they keep the place clean, they don't litter and things like that. So in general, the Ardzini really lights up during the springtime. Like if you come here to Italy in the springtime and especially around Easter, the day after Easter, which is a Monday, and yeah, you can basically meet up with families in the middle of the Ardzini and, you know, bring your pets with you and take a, you know, bike ride with the family or whatnot. I mean, it's better than coming in August where you find, you know, like I've said in other videos, craziness in certain places in Italy, especially, you know, Venice, Milan, those type of places where tourism is usually packed and stacked, so to speak. Okay, so here we are, and I was telling you guys about the man-made dam down here, and as you can see on the other side there's the little ramps where the farmers can go up and down with their tractors to cut the grass, and a little bit of the grass on that side is growing more than the grass on this side, as you can see here. I'll show you. Some other people down there with a dog too. Hey, let's go say hi. Yes, you. Okay, so here we are. We arrived at the dam, man-made dam. Some people down there, and like I told you guys before, you see, every few kilometers we have these markers here to sign off on, you know, how many kilometers you've been going or how many meters it was from one side to the other. I think these are really crucial during the First and Second World War. So here we are at the bottom of the man-made dam, and let me just give you a little spin around here so you can see right behind me. I have the Ardzini that's going up, the little man-made hills on each side, and straight down you can see there is man-made rocks and cement. Basically, that's the way they made this one. And there's other ones that are made in different ways. It just depends on who built it or where and which town it was built and what for exactly. Basically the basic needs of the town, you know. And you have to think that when the wintertime is over and the waters get over flood, we can't even stand on this piece. As you can see here, I'm standing right on the little cement wall here that they constructed. And yeah, I don't know about fish because I don't really know too many farmers that fish around here, because usually most of the farmers here go around for the small streams rather than these big rivers like this, because especially in the last few years we've had issues of pollutants and the water just getting generally dirty from trash and things like that have been thrown in the water. And that's one of the reasons why most of the fishermen don't really fish here, you know. So I mean, there are hunters, don't get me wrong. Hunters will come here because they hunt their occasional rabbits and things like that, duck and some other animals that I can't really put my hand on right now, but anyway. And I'm not going to attempt to cross this because it's all water. I'm going to slip and fall. Usually when this is all dried, you can usually walk across it, usually when it's mostly dry, so yeah.